Yeah, so I'm sitting here trying to figure out ways to entertain myself on a Sunday before work, right? And I've had the experience of being off the summer because I'm a school bus driver, or I have been for since last August, roughly. Yeah, so and it's the weekend, right? And so I'm trying. Typically I occupy myself trying to learn different things through either most of them, listening to conversations or listening to some type of some type of discourse, you know, that somebody has on their YouTube, like, anybody who, for example, like a Jordan Peterson or something like that, or a rabbi or such and such, But, when you do that for a day or two or whatever, it's very stimulating. The next day maybe you want to do something different. Or a person like me, who's very active minded at this particular time in my life. I feel like I have a lot of goals that I would like to attempt to see out, right? But it's not, at the point in my existence right now, I don't really have the availability to do a lot of, or I would say I don't have the availability to do everything I want to do, right? So it's like you can do certain things, but say if you want to get active or you want to do a thing, right? Maybe you don't have the resources to do all the activity or the connections or whatever, right? So you end up kind of just waiting or biding time until you have the time, you have the availability, or you have the resources to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, right? So you end up, saying like, which is one thing that I'm trying to do right now, which is kind of rest and reflect as I have been 1 week back working, and I'm trying to, instead of, going into just work, killing myself trying to think of things or how to achieve what I want to achieve, I figure rest and reflect and then go into the week where I can really attack better, what I want to the things I'm trying to accomplish, as, for example, me being a writer, I have a blog, I work on social media, on my social media, um, influencing things like that, right? And I believe in having a balanced body and mind, right? So going into the week with a balanced body and mind is a little bit better than going into the week not really taking having taking that time to kind of get a good mental balance and planning out to, spatially throughout the week accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, instead of grinding, killing yourself, being all flustered and discombobulated, and then plopping out on a Monday and, trying to get your bearings while basically plopping right there on the ground, right? Which is not good when you're trying to have a general outlook that where you're trying to maximize the time and the energy you have to be the most optimal, right? So it, eventually you just kind of, you don't have anything to do, right? And the problem with not having anything to do and just trying to like relax is like not everybody is good for relaxing, man. Like this whole mindset of saying I want to be on the beach and chilling and relaxing. It's like there's nothing inherently fun about really doing nothing, man. And it's like when you are passionate, when you have fun trying to accomplish certain things, there's nothing fun about doing nothing, right? And inevitably you have to come to a standstill or fork in the road where you kind of have to take some downtime, some R and R. But The thing is, like, me personally, it's like there's nothing fun about doing nothing. There's nothing fun about not getting anything done. There's nothing fun about sitting around. There's nothing fun about any of these things like beach life, right? There's things fun about, finding things that are stimulating, learning new things, exploration, travel, right? Why? To kind of, learn and experience new things, right? That's fun. Sitting around and just looking out into the distance or staring at a movie or anything like that. It's not like the whole this whole idea that doing nothing is somehow good is not, because inevitably what happens is you get really anxious and you just start doing things that are not good for you, right? You start trying to fill up that time just doing things that are just wastes of time, waste of your energy, waste of the day, where it's like you really see, as I'm trying to watch, 90 Day Fiance, or trying to see if it's worth watching because I've seen clips of it and it's actually been kind of weird. But do I really want to sit here and watch it? I don't. It doesn't matter, right? I don't care. I'd rather be doing something else. But your body doesn't always work in the way you want it to work. Sometimes it works in the way that it needs to work. So sometimes, right, you know, you need to take a second. You need to sit back and relax. But it's like there's nothing really fun about that, right? So it's like, what do you do? And it's so people thinking that it's something fun about having nothing to do, and it's you're just really you're fooling yourself, and at the same time, um, you're lying to yourself that you really want to sit around and do nothing. You don't want to sit around and do nothing. What you want to do is find out what you really want to do and just be able to do that every day, all the time. Because that's what's going to make you happy, not sitting around and doing nothing. Because there's nothing great about sitting around and killing time.